had a meeting in Kiev and somebody promised to send me some documents via email. So I was in Berlin, in the hotel, received an email with some documents, and I could not download the documents because the internet in Berlin was not good enough. I told this story to several people and they said, okay, this guy is a little bit crazy when he's speaking about Germany and Kiev and Ukraine, he has no idea. Why do I mention this example? Because we are in a learning process about Ukraine and what Ukraine is. I mean, not you and me, I think we all have some idea what Ukraine is. We have been there, we know the people, we are in touch with people, we get information. But I'm talking about the ordinary people sitting in their country, in Austria or Germany or other Western European countries, never have been to Ukraine. Maybe they know some people who came from Ukraine because there is a big diaspora all over Europe. But for them, Ukraine is some Soviet-style country far away, don't care about it, they are corrupt and they have no idea and forget about them. And my experience from about 20 years having contact to Ukraine is a complete opposite impression. Ukraine has nothing to do with the Soviet Union. Ukraine has nothing to do with Russia. Nobody in Ukraine wants to go back to the colonial empire of Moscow. We have to see or could see a lot of innovation in Ukraine wherever you go. Yes, of course, you have old structures, but we also have old structures in our countries. Don't forget that. And at least with the beginning of the invasion of the Russians, we could see a lot of resilience in Ukraine. Resilience we do not have in many of our societies. When you compare how many people are ready to defend their country, then you see a significant difference between Ukraine and, for example, a country like Austria. There are some companies which invested in Ukraine. From an Austrian point of view, I can say that all the companies which invested in Ukraine did not leave Ukraine after the full-scale invasion. They stayed there because they know what they have when they are working with Ukrainian people. Okay, now the economy is in some kind of war economy, which is logical. The country has to defend itself, but that means that you have a lot of skilled people there. And the transition that will follow the end of the war means that it would make sense to invest in Ukraine because of the skilled people you have there. I'm sure that several people who left Ukraine because of the invasion will go back with their experience they made in the Western European countries, not all of them, of course, yeah, but many will go back. This is my expectation. Maybe to give you an example how this could work, we have a good example in Europe. This is the so-called Wirtschaftswunder in Germany and also in Austria. Both countries destroyed after World War II. Both countries had an enormous economic development after this war, the so-called Wirtschaftswunder. Why did these countries have this Wirtschaftswunder and why have the French been jealous on Germany? Because they did not have this development, because Germany had an economic politics which is called Ordnungspolitik. There is no real English word for that, but those who are in economy, I think, understand what I mean. The state makes rules, but the state is not intervening into economy. So you have a free market economy, but some kind of rule of law also in economics. And I think this is very important to tell this or show the Ukrainians that this is the future for their country, and only with that you can, you can attract many investors because of the situation, the resilience, the innovation you have there in this country.
Thank you, Mr.